Hi, I'm Verna Sitzer, and welcome to the Organizational Overview and Empirical Outcome Station. To begin with, just wanted to share with you your education as an RN for our upcoming magnet redesignation site visit, which occurs on February 13th, 14th, and 15th. This leaf packet, we call it the leaflet, is your education for that upcoming visit. I had turned to this particular page because it shows a way that you can engage your knowledge with your unit and with us. There's some cards in this leaf that ask questions and would like you to respond on them. So each color on this leaf has a leaf that you can actually put your response on. And each color represents one of our components of magnet. There are 5 components of magnet. Within each component are criteria that we had to document evidence around. Let me give you a brief overview of the components. Transformational leadership is the first component, and this component is about leaders at all levels. We believe that everyone is a leader. And this also means that as leaders, we have a vision, and we have a plan to achieve that vision. And the plan to achieve the vision is called the strategic plan. Now you all know what the vision is because you've heard it many, many times. Our loftiest vision is to be the best healthcare system in the universe. But the 3 visions underneath that is to be the best place to work, the best place to practice medicine, and the best place to receive care. Let me draw your attention to structural empowerment, our next component. Structural empowerment is really about having the structures in place so that you are able to participate in decision-making on your unit that affects your practice. And for your unit, that's the unit practice councils. Each unit has a rep that sits on a hospital-wide council, and this is the clinical practice council for the most part. So that information flows from the front line to the leaders and from the leaders to the front line. It also means that we have resources to allow you to grow professionally. So if you want to go back to school, if you want to get certified, if you want to go to a conference, we have resources to help meet your professional growth needs. For exemplary professional practice, this component means that you are practicing as an RN to a professional practice model. And you will hear a little bit more about that in an upcoming station. But you all should have your badge cards that show what our professional nursing practice model is. And if you ever forget or need a refresher, you just got to pull out your magnifying glass a little bit and read what it says on the back of the card. The other thing that it means is that we base our practice on evidence. It's evidence-based practice. Now the other component is new knowledge and innovations and improvements. And this is that we're setting the bar higher and higher by making sure we're constantly seeking new knowledge and we're constantly innovating or doing research so that we make sure that our practice is state-of-the-art, cutting edge. The next component is empirical outcomes. And this is really why they're coming. This is really why we're having our magnet site visit. We were designated 4 years ago, and back then we had to show them our structures and processes. They know we have structures and processes now. They want to see the outcomes. And so the majority of what they're looking for is not only what we said in the documents exist, but they want to know, after all this time, what have we achieved? What's the impact of what we're doing? So then I just want to bring you over to this poster, which shows that we are all leaders again. So it shows all of our staff at all levels, including docs, it's our interdisciplinary partners and whatnot, but it also shows our nursing leaders at our director level and then our leaders in general at the highest level. So we have Susan Stone, she's our chief nurse officer, she's our main advocate for nursing. We have Janie Kramer, who's our chief operating officer. We have Tim Smith, who is our chief executive officer. And then we have our directors. We have Kathy Rodin, our director of acute care, Laura Ecoff, our director of research, education, and professional practice. We have Chris Walker, who's our director of the ER and the rapid response and short stay. And we also have Roseanne Ketter-Hanna, who is the director of the critical care units. And then we have, like I said, each unit, nursing unit, is going to get a poster that's going to be blank, meaning there's nothing on it. It's going to be a tree, a barren tree. And like I said earlier, each color card has, in your education ring, has one card that you can take out, answer, give a response, and then put the leaf on the tree so we can see your tree getting decorated. This is real quick. This is about our cookie card that we had 2 weeks ago. And if you hadn't gotten a chance to eat our Uncle Biff cookies, it pretty much states the exact same thing that I said earlier. But I just wanted to focus your attention on a magnet. A magnet, like a magnet, draws or attracts the best staff. And like a magnet, we have the best retention rates of our staff. And then lastly, since I was talking all about outcomes, I wanted to show you our outcome wall. We had to submit data around patient satisfaction, nursing satisfaction, and clinical indicators that are nursing sensitive indicators. And we had to submit 8 quarters of data. And in that 8 quarters of data that we gave to them, we had to demonstrate that we exceed the benchmark. We benchmarked against other organizations. We had to show that we were consistently exceeding the benchmark. So take a moment, even on your unit, to get a feel for what your patient satisfaction data is, and then also what your nursing satisfaction data is. Because every May, we do a nursing satisfaction. Now, every year we do an employee opinion survey as well, but as an RN, we also do a nursing satisfaction. All those questions that we do in the nursing satisfaction lead to 5 categories of your perceptions, how you feel around 5 categories. These categories are participation in hospital affairs, quality of care, nurse manager ability, staffing and resource adequacy, and physician-nurse relations. And we've been doing really well in comparison to the benchmark. We have a little room for improvement with nurse-physician relations, but we have a good relationship with our chief medical officer, and we're working on that. So other than that, get to know some of the fun facts in this station. We are doing such an awesome job. This is a chance for you to really validate what we submitted and to brag about all the wonderful things we're doing. So thank you very much.